Hello YouTube, this is 34's Flame Hut from Instagram, and this is a brand new show, a brand new YouTube channel. I'm going to see how this works. Unfortunately, because this is new, I do not have the proper equipment just yet. In fact, Walmart on their website, they actually said that they have the wheel that I wanted to buy. So I went to go check out Walmart, and they told me that they don't have things like that. I had to argue with them a little bit, but they still denied that they had such a wheel. Um, but basically, what the show is it's called The Show 34. This is what the show is called. It's called The Show 34. Now, what am I going to do with this show? Well, I'm going to have this big wheel, and this thought came to me today because I was trying to do this show before through podcasting apps and such, Instagram live stories and such as well. Nothing was working out. I just wasn't motivated. I couldn't figure out good topics to talk about. And every time I tried planning on talking about a topic, I always had trouble talking about the topic that I had planned for that specific episode. So it was really, really hard for me. So I thought about this idea, and when I was doing these podcasts, it was still called The Show 34. But I seen this thing at Walmart on the webpage. If I can order it online, which would be really cool, they have on the wheel with all the pegs on it, there's 30 spots. And originally I was thinking of only doing like spinning the wheel twice, and then they have a whole bunch of different stories and topics for me to talk about for that episode. So but then I thought about the number 34 and 34's Flame Hut, which is my Instagram. Go check it out. You'll get to know me. I know this is the first episode, but you'll get to know me and my Instagram a lot more, and what I'm about and all this other stuff. But anyways, no, with the number 34, I thought of it this way. I have a wheel of 30 topics, and I spin the wheel 4 times in each episode, and I talk about those 4 topics on the spot. So when I start recording, the second I start recording, I have no idea what I'm about to talk about in that episode for that day, which is going to be, I'm hoping Monday to Friday kind of thing. If not, I'm going to just try and do it on my day off or something when I'm not so busy, because I'm always busy. But like I said, unfortunately, I do not have the wheel yet, so I'm using an actual app that has this wheel thingy, and I already put the 30 topics in there, and when I do get the wheel, the topics will still be there. What happens once a topic on the wheel is talked about? Well, I remove it, and then I put a different topic on there for whenever that wheel lands on that topic, so it could be removed again and switched up with another topic. Unless you guys want to comment something for me to talk about once it does end up landing on that thing. So without further ado, I'm going to actually just get going here. So yes, there are 30 things on this wheel. I'm using this app right here, and I'm going to just do this. So what is the first thing I'm going to talk about? I have actually no idea what it's going to land on, and I'm kind of scared. Okay, I didn't think it was going to go that far. Odd pet peeves is the first one. So really quickly, odd pet peeves, that's actually a really interesting thing, because a lot of things do annoy me, and it's really sad because it's always little things. Little things annoy me. I mean, I think this is a pretty common pet peeve, but I'm going to just let this one slide. When people are walking very slowly in front of you, and you kind of just feel awkward, just kind of walking beside them and then just speed walking past them, and just saying, hey, you're just indicating that they're very slow. Now, if it's an older person, I feel very awkward and I feel very bad. So then I end up crossing the highway, I end up crossing the street, and I just use the other sidewalk. But if it is a teenager, or if it is a person of age that could walk as fast as I can, then I literally still feel awkward, and I just kind of, yeah. And and I speed walk, right? I speed walk, and I just, it's a very awkward thing. Another odd pet peeve is when I when I go on a first date and both of us have no idea what to talk about. Both of us are shy, and then there's this awkward feeling throughout the entire date. I can't stand that feeling. That's just terrible. Right now I can't think of any more because I'm kind of short on time, but this might be a reoccurring theme on the wheel. But this one will be replaced with something that I don't know about. You're going to find out in the next episode. But we're going to start talking about something else here. Let's see. Yes, and I am getting a wheel. I just don't know when, and I don't know what it's going to look like. But I'm actually getting a physical wheel instead of using this sad thing. Alright, what is it going to land on? Oh boy, I'm scared. Do I think Justin Bieber is cute? Well, you know what? That's a weird question because, do I think he's cute? You know what? If you were to see, this is 2019, by the way. If you were to see recent pictures of Justin Bieber, and I haven't really heard much about Justin Bieber lately. It's kind of weird. I don't know if he died or what's going on, but it's really strange. But if you see recent pictures of him, it's gotten so bad to the point where people are actually making memes on Facebook saying that Justin Bieber is starting to look like Frank Gallagher on from the show on Netflix called Shameless. And yeah, he's really starting to look ugly in my opinion. But maybe, for example, if I was a 10-year-old girl back in 2010 and Justin Bieber was 13 or 14, yeah, I'd probably say he was cute back then. I mean, he was a cute boy growing up, but now I don't think he's really taking care of himself as much as he should be, and I don't know if it's because he's going through some sort of depression because he can't let go of Selena, or I don't know what the issue may be, but he was cute growing up, but he's not cute right now. That's definitely off the question. So that's already 2 out of 4 topics. What is number 3 gonna look like? I have no idea what number 3 is gonna look like. What's going to be the third little topic for me to talk about right now? Ever cheated on a test or a project? I wouldn't say no. I don't know if it would technically be cheating, because when I was living with my dad and my stepmom back in grade 4, we had this project that we had to do, and it was within a day, literally within a day. I only had 1 day to do it. The only problem is that I actually had doctor's appointment. Now, this was back in grade 4, so I had a couple of doctor's appointments to attend to after school. So, after school, it was probably maybe 3 o'clock, 3, quarter after 3, whatever, something like that. By the time you get to the doctor's office, it's 4. Then you have the waiting time, and you're probably waiting for, half an hour to up to an hour. So now it's 5 o'clock for the first doctor's appointment. So then that usually lasts about half an hour. So now it's 5:30. Then by the time you get to the other doctor's office for that appointment, it's about, I don't know, maybe 6, quarter after 6. And then once and then you got to have the wait time. So anywhere from half an hour to another hour. So by the time you end up leaving that doctor's office, it's like 8 o'clock at night. And when you're in grade 4 at that age, you do actually have a curfew. Well, I did anyway. I don't know about everybody else, because I was not a cool kid back then. I was not a good, I didn't like my childhood. Let's just put it that way. But, so I did have a curfew, and I think it was at like 8 o'clock or 8:30, or maybe even 9 or something like that. I don't quite remember. I think it might have been 9 or something like that. I don't remember. But by the time you got home, it was like 9 o'clock, and I mean, at this point, you'd probably just end up going through a McDonald's drive-thru for dinner or something. I don't know. Who knows? But now it's 9 o'clock, and I literally told my mom and my dad and my stepmom about the homework as soon as they had picked me up from school. So then they, and I told them over and over, and they haven't forgotten, but they did actually forget about the project, and they were not really sure what to do. So what they ended up doing is, because I had a bedtime, they went to put me to bed, and then they did my project for me while I was in bed, and they spent the whole night doing my project for me, because I had doctor's appointments all afternoon after school, and I had no time to do my own homework, and that was not my fault. So they I don't know if that's considered cheating. I don't know what that's considered, but I don't know. I'm gonna say that's not considered cheating. So if I ever intentionally cheated on the test, I would say no. That would be my answer for intentional cheating. But for the fact that my parents did my homework for me because of a circumstance that I could not have control over, then yeah. All right, and the last topic is going to be, I'm not sure. Let's see here what the last topic's going to be for me to talk about. Number 4, the fourth topic for this episode is going to be, it's going to be close. Okay. When I tried smoking for the first time, well, that's I'm not sure exactly when the first time I tried smoking. I do believe I was young. I mean, I was maybe not as young as some other kids, but I think I was maybe 13, 14 years old when I tried smoking. Did I enjoy the taste? Absolutely not. And then I went back to smoking when I was 15, and I ended up smoking for 2 months nonstop. Not because I was addicted, but just because I thought my girlfriend at the time would think that I was cool, which sounds really lame when I think about it. Yeah, it was a pretty sad situation. That's just a terrible way to think about it. That is really sad. Did I like the taste for those 2 months? Not really. So when me and her broke up, I actually quit, and it didn't take me long to quit because I never really liked the taste at all. It was gross. I can't even go back to smoking now. It's just, besides, I have bad asthma anyways, so if I were to try to be addicted to smoking, it wouldn't work. Anyways, that's the show 34 for you. Have a good day. Follow 34's Flame Hunts on Instagram. Have a good one.